Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Auction Not Included. This is episode 113. In the last episode, we popped over to 𝘞𝘰𝘰𝘳𝘥 and brought over some diamond and obsidian, so we at least have, theoretically, some locally. It's showing that we don't have any, but I know for a fact we do. There's some right there that we can get at, for example. There's also a whole pile of it in here, so at some point, I guess I can let them in to actually grab this stuff. So we definitely have obsidian, so I don't know why it's not suggesting we do. We have lots. That's the one we actually have enough of. Glass we don't have enough of, but we did put in the glass maker, which I've temporarily shut off. I want to see if we can get diamond out of the printing pod, because that's one we can do a research to get if it comes down to it. Glass we can produce, and I know we can get out of the printing pod, so that's low priority. Ceramic we can produce, and again it's showing we don't know why it's saying we don't have any. Or maybe that's saying we have so much we can't. Well, no, I don't think we have that much ceramic. It's very interesting. I don't know. Or maybe it's just taking its time updating. I don't know. But yeah, we definitely have ceramic. Interesting, and I know we have plastic. Interesting. I wonder why this is misbehaving. Is it maybe because I have these on over here and it's getting confused? Possibly. Let's see if that does it. I'll give that a minute to update. Or is it just that my game is crawling? Could just be that my game is crawling. Maybe we'll bring the speed down a bit, see if that helps. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, this will be the big test. If I can get diamond out of here, that's what I'm going to look for. And if I can't find that, then I'll just find something generally useful like glass or steel components or something. Either way, I'll be back. And we're back. I did not see any sign of diamond. It's possible I just didn't click enough, but I went many clicks. So I'm just going to grab some coal. We're going to need it for the ceramic side anyway, so it's still useful, but that's not a good sign. Now, it could be because the game doesn't think we currently have any, even though clearly we do, and it's quite literally sitting right there. Yeah, I really don't know why this doesn't seem to think we have any. I'm going to take it off and put it back on. It's kind of bizarre. Yeah, I don't get why that is. I don't know what is up. I know my game rebooted and reinstalled some mods and all that just before I started, but the only mod it said it updated was the one about the athletics for manual generators. I think it's just one that they gain skill faster or slower or something. It affects the athletic skill and how much power they produce or something. I don't remember exactly what that mod does. But it's nothing to do with this, so I don't know why that suddenly is not cooperating. It's also saying I have no plastic. Now the plastic might just be sitting on here. Yeah, that's fine. We have enough plastic. It's just here. No, but that's fine. So I get that one, but I don't get where it thinks all the diamond went. Like I say, there's some literally sitting right there. So, it is bizarre. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason for it. That reason eludes me. But we're not going to worry about it for right this second. What we are going to worry about, though, is power seems to be slipping. Maybe we have to not charge the rocket. We're not going anywhere anytime real soon anyway, so maybe we just shut that off for a little bit. Save a bit of power. It's weird too, because it's daytime, so we should be getting, a fair bit out of these. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, because there's no the coal has made it down here. That's probably part of the problem. But fair enough. Although these aren't running either, so this doesn't think it needs to be running. Oh, pipe blocks. Oh, okay, so there's something funny happening with my outputs here. Either I've wrecked something or I've overloaded. I'm starting to think I've overloaded. But it's also quite possible I just broke something. There's, what, too much pressure here? Okay. Well, then I guess we are going to have to open this up and let some air out. Speaking of air, how are we doing these days on... Oh, not bad. We've completely fixed this section, so now all the bedrooms are fine. They'll actually be able to sleep. That'll be very nice. Okay, so yeah, air is getting better overall. Now, obviously, I wrecked the carbon dumping, but here. Now, I do wonder if I'd be better off just to let this go. Okay, I need to figure out what this is doing. Okay, so this is just a vent. This is some kind of other vent. Oh, this was from that. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Okay. In fact, why don't I just not even have this in the way? There. Now it's just not in the way. Right. Now, this pipe can then just connect here. And if we just drop that, right, you now will be allowed to just dump. Right? Yes. Now all that carbon can start to... Any bit that can't just be dumped here, and frankly, I don't think we need to be dumping anything here, really, but it doesn't matter. That can all now go, so this line should start to clear, which in turn means all the way down here, all the way down here. These, yes, are kicked back on, and power should start to drastically improve. Okay, good. Crisis averted. Or at least that crisis averted. This still bothers me, but this seems more like a game problem than anything. Is diamond not allowed in any of these? Is that what the problem is? Oh, okay. And with that, we are storing the diamond, and suddenly it knows we have it. Okay. Is that the same problem we have with obsidian, then? No, that is on, and yeah, we're showing we have 18 tons of it. Okay, so obsidian we're good for. I don't know why it's not showing here, but we are definitely good for obsidian. Okay, so I believe that's enough ceramic. I think we only needed 2,500 kilos. Plastics we know we're good on, so it's just diamond, glass, and tons and tons and tons of steel. And again, why is steel not showing? Have I got too much stuff here that the game can't keep up with it? Possibly. Well, I don't need to know about lumber. I know we're good for that. I don't really care about phosphorite anymore. That was from... Was that from the warts? I think that was from when we were worrying about the warts. Don't need to worry about that anymore. I know we're good for plastic. Sand we're a bit light on. That we should probably fix. Okay, yeah, we already have that queued. That's fine. Okay. But clearly we're going to need to get a diamond press, so let's switch the research over to that. I was already looking at it earlier, and it's not bad in terms of requisites, so. Okay, that was strange. In fact, let's take this off. Oh, I think the game's going to crash now. Remember that happened before? Oh, I don't think the research mod likes that when I do that. I think this is now going to be locked. Yep, sure is. Okay, brief pause. I will be back. Okay, we are back. I've got this now in the proper order. I think we're good. Everything's going to take a second to wake up. When you reload the game, it takes a second for everything to get back into gear, but I think we're okay now. If I wasn't terrified of the idea of changing mods mid-series, I would take that research mod out, because frankly we don't need it anymore, and it's caused more problems than it solves, so. But I'm not willing to do that, because that might break stuff. I was going to shut this off. Did I end up doing that? Yes, I did. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and research this diamond press, which I believe takes refined carbon and rad bolts. So we're going to need a lot more refined carbon. Oh, we already queued up a whole bunch, so that's fine. Okay. And I also can't help but notice these are cooperating now as well, so maybe the game just needed to be reloaded anyway. I don't know why, but anyhow. But yeah, we definitely have enough obsidian. That part, absolutely 100%, no problem whatsoever. In fact, we have way more than we need. If there was some way to like find a merchant and trade some of it, I would, but that doesn't exist. But anyway, we actually have almost enough ceramic. We probably have way, because this is, yeah, this is about 10 more than we need, so I'm going to knock 5 of those off. I'd like to have some on hand just in case, but we don't need that much. I don't know how much refined carbon we'll need until the diamond press is done and I can do the math, but so I don't mind them making extra of that for now, it's fine. Okay. And the next time this runs through, now that the game does acknowledge we have diamond, I'll once again try and find diamond, because I'm assuming the diamond press is going to be similar to the glass forge, where it takes a lot of power and a lot of heat, and it just frankly sucks. Now that power seems much more sane, maybe we can go ahead and bash out a couple more. I do want to do them just in small batches, because it generates a stupid amount of heat and does take a lot of power, but I can do a couple at a time, I don't mind that. I did have sand here, right? Yeah, they just haven't actually brought any here. That's fine. I guess at some point we should clear all this stuff out. I wonder... I mean, it would probably melt, but I'm thinking, what if I put a door here that I could open when the stuff cools, and I could just have it drop and they could pick it up, instead of having to worry about this pool of molten glass. But I guess as long as I'm doing it in small batches, it probably doesn't actually matter. And I don't mind this being slow, because I know I can get glass out of the printing pod no problem, so that's not really a big deal if I don't end up making enough of it. It's really the diamond I'm concerned about, and then obviously steel we're just going to need, just because it takes so much. We have basically 0.7 tons, we need 17.5 tons, so it's a little bit nuts. Basically, these 35 here, I would have to do that another 140 times. Like, it's stupid. Yes, we can get steel out of the printing pod in very small quantities, but still, it's a lot. So, anyway. So in the meantime, we can continue this project, which is doing quite well. We're pushing this over pretty good. But my carbon dioxide square here is down to just over 7, so that's pretty good. So I think we have finally basically solved the carbon dioxide problem. Obviously, it's still taking a while to filter through. Like, this whole section is still very difficult for the dupes to use, but clearly it's going in the right direction now, so I just can't believe I let it get that bad in the first place, but anyway. I'm not well known for paying attention to things that I think are okay. I then forget about them until they're very much not okay. We've got enough trees for everybody, it looks like, so I don't really need more acorns here, it looks like. And if I happen to find one, great, but I'm not going to super worry about it. And if it comes down to it, I'm pretty sure we have vast stacks of lumber. Oh yeah, there's 42 tons of it right there, so if it came down to it, I could always tell them just to grab a bunch and haul it up there. I'm obviously not going to, but yeah, I think we're good for lumber. Right. Here's our next pod. It should be pretty soon, right? Yes. So I do want to check for diamond. That is quite important to know if I'm going to be doing all of the rest of the diamond by hand or just some of it. A little bit more novice research, a bit more applied. Did I not have enough data banks? And where was I keeping data banks? If it wasn't here, then I do not have enough. I don't have enough. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ruh-roh.
That means we are in fact going into space. But it's just going to be kind of just a float around for a while and then come back. Yeah, we have enough there just to go and float around for a bit. So congratulations, Bubbles, we are going for a trip. Now, how many exactly do we need? We are 25. Okay. So I need to get you out there for 25 worth of. Hang on a second, we're going to do two things at once here. Love it. Alright, I will look for diamond and I'll be back. No sign of diamond, unfortunately. I'm just going to grab some algae because obviously that's always useful. But yeah, it looks like when we get the diamond forge going, we're going to be doing it entirely via diamond forge, and that is not ideal. Anyway, we're not really doing anything. This is purely a data banks trip, so you're basically just going there, and that's it. So, anyway. If I get a chance, I'm going to try an experiment. I saw something about changing coal into refined carbon just with insane amounts of heat. So if I can, I'm going to try and get this over here and see if I can melt it. And if that works, I could save myself some time. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're going to try it. I will leave a we've got coal here. If it can melt in the heat of the rocket, and the rocket should absolutely be hot enough, when it then cools, it's supposed to turn into refined carbon, and that would save me a bit of a trip. Just not sure if anyone's actually... Okay, yes, somebody is on the way right now. So Bubbles can just hang out for a minute. There you are. Okay, giant chunk of coal is there. Let you get out. Beautiful. Okay, so we now launch. And let's see if this worked. I'm going to say not even close. It's certainly hot enough to melt the nuclear waste, but it looks like it was not hot enough to do the coal, at least not in that square. Maybe if it was over here it would have worked better. So maybe we'll try that on the way back. But yeah, this clearly, because this is now cooling. None of this gets hot enough, I don't think. Now, we can try it. I don't think this is working, but we can try it. We put this up here. Somebody will come and do that, and that's fine. Okay, you're out and in orbit. You're good. I never even checked your air. Oopsies. Well, you got your suit on anyway, so it's fine, but... Anyway, we just need to get up to 25 of these, and then we can bring you back. So we'll just leave you to do that for a bit. And we'll get that moved up here. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Amari. And we'll see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I thought it'd be worth a try. It would be a free way to save a lot of labor over here at the kiln. I could knock that number down a fair bit if I could do this, but... And if I can't, I can't. It's not a big deal either way. Yeah, I'm really liking the progress here. This is fantastic. Still need to do something with this. I should probably switch these over to airflows. And get some of this carbon out of here. Not that we're using the kitchen all that much anyway these days, but when it is in use, I'm sure they'd like to be able to breathe while they cook. That would probably be helpful. I'm not a master chef myself, but I do like to be able to breathe when I microwave leftovers, which is the grandson of my cooking skill.
It confirms it's been microwaved, and as for that...
There we go, that should let this slowly start repairing. Should actually maybe do the same, some more of these squares as well, just to make it a little teensy bit better. How have you done? You're up to 14, so a little bit further. Having said that, looks like we gotta take your suit off. You're just about out of air anyway. Can I have bubbles, please? Thank you. Yeah, because the air here is still totally fine. I'll probably want to put one of these on when it gets back so it can be refreshed, but this is still totally fine for now. In fact, it may still be too high. I probably don't really need this on yet, but that's fine. Alright, we'll let you keep doing that. And I think we're going to call that there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.